Hello, and thank you for joining me today for this guided meditation session. We'll be working with some meditation and breath to open the heart space and allow ourselves to connect to those beautiful qualities that live in the heart and push away some of the limitations that might be hanging out there. To begin, find your way into a comfortable seated position. You might choose to sit in a chair with your feet on the ground. You might choose to sit directly on the ground. Allow yourself to find what works for you. We want to try and sit nice and tall, spine nice and long. So maybe you lean against a wall or have something behind your back if this is not something that you ordinarily do, and sitting in an upright seated position without a backrest is uncomfortable or unavailable to you for some reason. Once we're in that comfortable seated space, I invite you to take a few deep cleansing breaths. Let's begin by filling the lungs with air, breathing all the way into the bottom of the lungs. Releasing from the bottom back out. Maybe you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, maybe in and out through the nose. Your next deep breath in brings abdomen to fill the lungs and expand the abdomen. Deep diaphragmatic breath. Slow, gentle breaths, allowing the air to fill the cells, energize the cells of the body. Breathing in this time to expand out to the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes. And this time, imagine filling your entire being with air. Breathing in as if through the top of the head, letting that air find every crack and crevice of the body, every cell of the body, gathering up any constrictions, discomforts, worries, fears, etc. Letting them go, sending them away with that exhalation off into the distance, somewhere where they can be destroyed, never to be returned. And with our next several rounds of breath, we're going to come into some conscious relaxation through tense and release. So as you breathe in, again, think of filling the entire body with air and curl the fingers and the toes. Maybe you tense the abdomen, pulling the belly button toward the spine and up toward the heart. Maybe you squeeze the muscles in your face. We're going to hold here with the inhalation, the lungs full, for a count of 3, 2, last one, and then double exhale as you let it all go. Let's take a deep breath in, tensing the body as you breathe in. Hold, 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 double exhale, let it go. One more time. Allow yourself to build that tension, to find the tension in the body. Hold, hold, and now let it all go. With that exhale, beautiful. Coming into a little more relaxed, calm space. Take a nice, slow breath in, breathing in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hold for 2. 1. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Hold. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 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 In, hold, hold, out, 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 and out again. Breathe in, 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 and right out, 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 and out. In, 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 out, 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 out. In, 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 out, 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 out. One more. In, 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 out, 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 and out. Return to your natural breath. Notice how the body feels now. Notice how the mind is reacting. Notice how the energy feels. When we work with extended exhalations, can help to calm us down. So this is something that is available to you anytime, any place. That pause in the middle for those few rounds allows us to avoid exhaling too quickly. It starts to allow us to slow that phase. And as we breathe here, let's bring the hands in front of the heart in prayer hands. It's called Anjali Mudra. So palms of the hands together, fingers and thumbs pointing toward the sky. Let's curl the fingers of one hand in, making a very soft fist. Let the thumb close in, bring the hands around the other hand, around that hand. Just a soft, gentle hold. This representing the closed little lotus at your heart. The symbolism of the lotus in our practices is really symbolic of our lives. It is the flower that grows up next to a lily pad. So it comes through dark, dirty, murky, mucky, sometimes slimy or stinky waters, sometimes through mud. And as it opens up at the surface, it reveals the most beautiful flower untouched by those circumstances through which it came. So as we go through this meditation, I invite you to allow yourself to reveal that beauty that exists within you, regardless of the waters that you had to come through to get to this point today. With our hands, we're going to begin to bring the backs of the hands together, fingertips pointing toward the ground, and let them push down towards your tailbone. Maybe you wiggle the fingers. These represent the roots of your little lotus. And then as you start to breathe in, let's bring the fingertips to point up toward the sky. Wrap one hand into a fist, the other hand around it, lifting up to heart center and opening the fingers, keeping the bottoms of the hands, the tip of the thumb, and the tip of the little finger together to reveal that beautiful lotus shape, Hartman Mudra. We'll close one hand into a fist, wrapping the other around it, thinking of it as that protective shield that prevents those mucky waters from getting in. Opening the backs of the hands toward each other, fingertips toward the ground, those roots pointing toward the earth. And then closing a hand, wrapping the other hand around it, protecting that beauty from that which would harm, damage, sully, or destroy it, opening that Padma Mudra, that lotus at the heart, as the fingertips point toward the sky and come up to heart center, right at the center of the chest. Let's do that 2 more times. Curling into that little ball, let the fingertips come down, creating your roots. Other hand closes, wrapping a hand around it, opening up at heart center to reveal that beauty within. One last time, closing up that flower, letting it float down toward the ground, roots sprouting, and then growing back up, opening up at heart center. You are welcome to hold Padma Mudra. That is the base of the hands touching, the tips or maybe even the outside edges of the thumb and little finger on each hand touching each other. The other fingers softly away from each other, not forcing or straining. If this becomes uncomfortable, maybe you have the hands at Anjali Mudra or prayer hands. Either way, maybe keeping them at the heart. You can stack the hands on top of each other at the heart, Hridaya Mudra, or just allow your hands to float down to rest at your lap or arms of a chair or table. If your eyes are not already closed, maybe you allow them to close softly and start to breathe into that space surrounding the heart. Right there at the center of the chest, the energetic heart chakra space. Imagine that breath moving around this space, breathing in and out to this place. Maybe you're filling the lungs with air. Maybe the breath is a little deeper. And as you focus on this spot, beginning to imagine a ray of sun, a beautiful beam of light coming from above, illuminating a single lily pad on a pond. This swampy pond. Next to that lily pad is a tightly closed little green ball. That ball holding the beauty of that lotus. And as the sun shines upon this lotus, with each breath, allowing it to begin to open a little bit. Maybe your lotus has many petals, maybe just a few. But as we start to open, beginning by opening that outer layer, that thick, heavy green layer that protected it from the mud, opening the petals of safety and security at the base. Coming back to awareness at the heart center of this beautiful little ball of petals right there at your heart. Your next round of breath begins to open petal or petals of forgiveness. And then compassion. Now kindness. Generosity. Allow yourself to open up joy. Let the petals of hope open. Opening gratitude. Opening courage. Opening trust. And with all of these layers now open, that center visible, shining forward. And there at the center of this space, begin to see a beautiful gemstone. What color is this stone? How large or small is this stone, the center of your lotus? Notice as the light hits it, all of the beautiful beams or rays of light glinting off, illuminating all of those other beautiful petals. This gem at your heart, the quality of unconditional love that lives within you. And see those little rays the sun from above illuminating that love that lives within your heart. Allow it to expand out to fill your entire chest, the upper body, arms and hands. As it does so, pushing away things like grief or sadness, pushing away mistrust, pushing away the worries and fears that interfere with courage. These beams of light expanding into the rest of your body, out to the tips of the toes, up to the crown of the head, allowing you to be filled with the light of your own love. Unconditional love lies within you. We were born with it. You have the ability to access this jewel throughout your life. Just sometimes it's hidden and buried. We forget that it's there, keeping those layers of protection around it. And as this love, this light grows bigger and brighter with each breath, begin to see it expanding out, starting to surround you, your physical being, with a light of protection, a light that encompasses all of these qualities, the light of your love surrounding you. And bringing yourself into the repetition of the mantra, I love you. As you do that, feel your own being. Maybe you see your own face, telling yourself, I love you. I love you. Any limiting or interfering thoughts or ideas that crop up as you do this get sent away with the exhalation. Let that light push them away, sitting in unconditional love for yourself. I love you. And as you continue to breathe with your awareness on this space, we invite you to begin to share this beautiful, loving energy with others. Maybe others that are in the room or building where you're doing this. Others in your neighborhood. Others in your family. Your friends. Expanding the light of your love to encompass your entire state. Your country. The entire world. There is no limit to the love that you are capable of providing. There is no limit to the love that you are able to receive. So as you send this beautiful unconditional love out to all of those who need it, and any of these other qualities to those who may be short on them today, feel them coming back to you, replenishing what you need, replenishing your security, replenishing your forgiveness, your courage, your kindness, your generosity, your hope, your joy, your gratitude, your courage, your trust, and most importantly, your unconditional love, sharing and receiving as you offer, as you allow yours to be depleted in order to help another, you receive from someone who has extra. Let yourself sit focusing on this beautiful flower at your heart, that beautiful gemstone, that light that surrounds you, that radiates out from within you. Slow, gentle breaths. Allow yourself to sit in stillness with this image for just a few moments. And with your beautiful heart open, let's begin to release some of those limitations that get in the way, pushing them away so they don't get stuck in here. When we bring our petals back in, repeating silently or aloud after me. Just for today, I release sadness. Just for today, I release mistrust. Just for today, I release anger. Just for today, I release worries. Just for today, I promise to be kind to all living beings. Just for today, I will show gratitude for all of my blessings. If there's anything else that you need to release from the heart space, anything else that interferes with this, give yourself a few moments to release it in that fashion. Just for today, I release what? And now, any limiting thought, feeling, or emotion, anything that prevents you from expressing and being open to receiving love, true unconditional love, not that of a physical nature, not that of any form of strings attached or because of or in spite of, just love. Let go of all of the in spite ofs. Let go of all of the I would buts. Just for today, I release. With your next rounds of breath, bring your awareness back to that beautiful gem-centered flower at your heart. Knowing that you can open this whenever you want, whenever you need, whenever you feel called to, allowing yourself to bring in those layers, those petals, drawing in trust, drawing in courage, drawing in gratitude, drawing in hope, drawing in generosity, drawing in joy, drawing in kindness, drawing in compassion, drawing in forgiveness, drawing in, wrapping it all up in safety and security. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today, for offering your time and your energy. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and that pure light that lives within you guide your way on. I'll seal the practice with the sound of Yam, the Bija mantra for the heart chakra. I invite you to join me if you're comfortable doing so. Not simply allow yourself to sit with the vibration and listen. Yam. Thank you so very much. Om Shanti Om. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And I invite you now, should you choose, to join me in this, a prayer from, adapted from that of the Self-Realization Fellowship, the Fellowship of Paramahansa Yogananda. It keeps us connected to this love space, and I really like it as an opportunity to stay in that heart space as we continue through our day. So hands at or near the heart, or whatever position you would typically choose to come into for prayer. This may be a little different for you, but please allow, I ask that you allow the mind and heart to be open to something that is a little different from your normal, from what you're accustomed to. And I invite you to repeat after me. Heavenly Father, Mother, Friend, Beloved God, Saints of all religions, we bow to you all. O ever-burning love, show yourself in my flaming devotion. May my love for you forever burn in the temple of my heart, and may I be able to kindle love for you on the altars of all hearts. Oh, Shanti. Thank you once again. Have a beautiful day filled with love and light.